Okay, what is going on, everybody? Have not been able to record any of the trade recaps because my OBS has not been working properly, and I finally got it to work. So I'm gonna have to do Wednesday, Thursdays, and Fridays. Not like this to happen. Like all three of those days were break even days anyway. But I thought I would go over the trades that I did take and why I took them. So let's get into the trades. First things first, let's go over today's trade. Why don't we? So today ended up taking the. I actually didn't end up taking anything, but this is the trade that I really liked. However, I didn't get an entry, so let me go over the price action first. My bias for the day was bearish, 100% bearish, because we were in this discount range right here. Here we go. We basically were. Oops, sorry, one more candle sooner. We were basically respecting this, so we just swept this liquidity, right? However, we have this very prominent low here. We have this hourly gap right here, which if we want to be bullish, we're going to disrespect and continue higher. But if we want to be bearish, we're going to respect and continue lower. So I was looking to see us either move higher from here or lower from here, which is, exactly what I called out on Discord. I'll show like all the trades on the Discord after so you can see. But what ends up happening is the following. So let's go to the market open now. So price, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, boom. Perfect. So market opens. We're still within the hourly. So now I'm going to enable these drawings. I'll delete this for now, then I can undo. We're in this hourly gap right here, up here. We also are within this bottom hourly gap right here. Sorry, not here, from all the way back here, which already has been traded in, so it's like less likely to maintain. So we can get rid of that. We're within a bearish hourly gap. We have a 5-minute bearish gap right here. I'm like, okay, this looks perfect. This looks perfect retrace. I just need to see some type of confirmation on the 1 minute so I can take it. So what do we got? We go to the 1 minute. Our opening range move at 9:45, as you can see, clearly indicates bearish. If we want to be bullish, we should be disrespecting this and trading above higher, like higher than him, like higher than this. So I just want to see some type of bearish move lower. What do I see immediately? As much as this might not be a good fair value gap, I saw this and like this follow-up candle. I marked it out as like a fair value gap because it kind of matched like the idea of, okay, if we close below this, I think we're gonna continue lower. However, we go here, perfect. So boom, okay, we have that. Now, why am I not entering off of this? Well, something inside of me was telling me this is not the way, like this wasn't it yet. So I'm like, okay, perfect. Looks like we're gonna respect that 1 minute gap. Perfect. Now, the problem with this is I like to see an engulfing closure. This was not an engulfing closure right here. If this would have closed down here, I would have taken it, but it closed up here. And look what happens right after. Boom. All the way down there. Now, you might have said, oh, why didn't you just enter as it was continuing lower? I don't enter off of live candles. I enter off of closures. And in retrospect, I could have entered, but then that would have made my risk reward go down like crazy. Oh, like way down. Didn't make any sense at all. So why would I do that? Because I'm not going to move my stop loss. I'm not going to do this because then my stop loss no longer becomes valid. My stop loss has to maintain its validity by maintaining, the bullish order flow. So unfortunately, as you can see, we missed this. And this is honestly an A++ setup because first, okay, we have super clear M. So let's go over that first. The most clear M ever of all time. We go up, we go down, we go up, we go down. Literally couldn't be any more clear. Like the most obvious perfect M, and we have an M within an M. We have an inside M right here where we go up, we go down, we go up in that candle, then we go down. We have a double confirmation on that. So I'm like, okay, this is looking good. Now, what else do we have? High time frame for value gap reaction. Low time frame for value gap reaction. Clean structure. Then we have good objectives. Then what do we have? 1 minute not BPR, but like 1 minute inverse for value gap. Like what? Like we don't need anything else on top of that. And like that was it. This was a trade for the day. Unfortunately, as you can see, I was so confident in this trade that if we had come up all the way into here, which we do sometimes, I put a limit order and I was waiting for the limit order to get hit. However, we never end up coming up. And once I hit this first low, I'm like, okay, you know what? I give up. I'm not going to enter a trade. And I ended up doing nothing for the rest of the day. We took, I don't know if we actually took this final target. I believe we did. Um, I believe eventually we did take it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. It doesn't look like we actually ended up taking it, but oh, never mind. Am I wrong? Yes, we ended up sweeping it. So it would have hit for full take profit. I would have gotten trailed out like here probably with this like giant wick right here, but it is what it is. Like still, it would have been like a 1-to-1, which would have been a pretty big win for the program, to be honest. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it. But it's just one of those trades that you can't help but think it's like, okay, wow, this would have been a really solid trade here. It is what it is. Honestly, truly can't do anything about it. But yeah, so that was trade for Friday, just today. Let's go back to Thursday here, and let me go to the trade that I took. Let's go to the replay mode at the same time. Thursday, I took a break-even trade. Let me get rid of these. Thursday took a break-even trade, so let's go to Thursday, 9 a.m. All right, so Thursday, we had this hourly gap right here, which I'll just mark out immediately, where I'm thinking, all right, we probably want to continue, like we either want to bounce off of this or disrespect it. Perfect. I have my draw and liquidity, which is like the previous day low. We have some highs up here, but I'm just waiting for the market to open at this point. So we wait. Boom, the market opens there. So yeah, market opens. We're disrespecting this, like we're respecting the hourly gap, I mean. And we also have a super high time frame SMT with ES, with between these lows and these lows. So in my mind, it's like, okay, we probably want to go up. Like I want to see some type of moves up. So what do we have on the opening range move? We have this 1 minute gap get flipped. We flip it. I'm like, okay, I'm waiting and for like a retrace and then like a second closure above this. We never get it. Like we get that retrace, but that's not good enough for me to take, like, because we didn't even close above that. So I didn't take that. And then we don't really do much for the rest of the day until we form this right here. I believe this is a trade that I took. I truly can't remember. I know I took this on evals only because it was off FOMC and I just didn't see I didn't have enough time to analyze the chart. I cannot remember which trade I took. I believe it was over here. Okay. So I was waiting. There we go. So yeah, I was waiting. We swept all these highs, and I took this long right here. That's what it was. I took this long right here. Off of this, bounce of an M. My targets are like way up here. Why did I take this? Well, first off, we're reacting off of an hourly for value gap. We're continuing higher. Second, we reacted off of a 1 minute for value gap, so that's 2. Third, we failed this 1 minute BPR on that closure. That's 3, and that's a really strong one. And 4, we had a high time from SMT, leading us to believe that we're going to go higher. What ends up happening is I entered the trade, and then I decided to go break even once we flipped this 1 minute gap, and I ended up getting break even literally 2 minutes later. So unfortunate break even. It is what it is. It's not the best trade, but it wasn't a bad trade whatsoever. Like it's not the end of the world. And then I did end up taking a PM trade, which is unusual for me, but we did have FOMC. Not today, sorry, on Wednesday. So let me go on Wednesday's trade, so we can get that going. Wednesday's trade was here. And then one thing to notice is overnight we were making huge moves, which caused the New York Open to be super choppy, which really did suck, but it is what it is. In this case, I honestly was kind of neutral. I want to see how we were going to react off of this, which is actually a 4-hour gap, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's like I kind of want to see how we were going to react off of this 4-hour gap, and like where we were going to go from there. So same as always, just kind of have my draw, and then I go until the market opens, and then on the market open, we don't really do that much at first, and then we make this. So this is like one of the best trades I've seen, and I'm a little bit tilted about this because I should have won this trade. However, I didn't end up winning the trade simply because I was a little bit scared of FOMC, and I'm completely fine with that. Like this is like a lower probability trade anyway, and I went heavy risk, so I wanted to play it safe. What is the trade, you may ask? Well, take a look at this. Boom. Right. Literally, like, I believe, no, it wasn't this inversion. I don't believe this was the inversion that I was looking for. But okay. Well, first, okay, we have an SMT with ES. First confluence. Second, we are in a huge downtrend. Third, we're reacting off of this data 1 minute for rally gap. Fourth, we failed this 1 minute BPR. Fifth, we have an engulfing closure above, or below, I mean. So what do? Enter short right there. Stops above these highs to value the SMT. Take profit just at this low. Wasn't going to go for anymore. Super simple trade. I think I ended up entering right here, actually, because I had a better entry, because I was like kind of confident in the trade. And then this engulfing closure kind of confirmed everything. Unfortunately, we ended up kind of dilly-dallying for like a long time. I almost got stopped out. And once we flip this candle, like this 1 minute inverse rally gap, right here, and we sweep this low, I go break even because we have FOMC in the afternoon. Price has already been choppy. We made a huge move up. Like, dude, you made a huge move up overnight and then a huge dump before the market opens. So I'm like, okay, what are the chances of market chopping right now? Pretty high. So I do that, and I thought we were going to flush lower with this initial wick down, but clearly not. We end up going higher. I get break even, and then the following happens. Literally the following action happens, and then it just goes straight to take profit after, which really fucking sucks. But it's part of the game. It would have been a huge trade day. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. Now, what is the trade that I took on the PM? On the PM at 2:30, so let's go. Let's just skip to like 2:30 here. Oh, this week has been so difficult, and I'm actually really happy with how I've been trading, just like protecting my capital, because it really has not been an easy week. Okay. We had FOMC at 2:30, not 12:30. Come on, man. So I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. Because since we had FOMC, I was expecting 2 p.m. to be like a little bit more volatile. Okay. This is a trade that I took my evals that allowed me to pass them. Funny enough. I can get rid of that 4-hour rally gap because we're already disrespecting it the fuck out of it. So, what do we have? I'm waiting for 2:30 to open. Boom. 2:30 opens on the FOMC statement. And I'm waiting. We get nothing. Nothing really going on right now. Until I see the following. I see us retrace into this 1 minute gap, push lower, retrace up, and then push lower again. So I'm like, okay, if we want to continue lower, we'll probably want to see something like this, right? And then my profit, take profit was like around there. So what do we see on that candle? I enter right here. I end up entering on that candle. I go break even basically immediately, or not immediately, because like I'm pretty sure we were gonna break even. Like I went break even after, and we just went lower. And then I actually passed my accounts like right here, I believe. It's like in the next few candles. Yeah, right there. I passed my accounts and then price went back up. So like I called it out perfectly. Now, why did I take this trade? Well, first, we are clearly in a downtrend again from the morning, and we saw this 1 minute 5-hour gap reaction, and I just really liked how this M looked right here. That's like honestly the main reason why I took it. Like this is kind of like why I really like this, just because it looks so clean. We disrespected this 1 minute BPR right here, even though it was tiny, and then yet another one right here. So it was kind of like double confirmation, and we also have very clear lows below. We had this London low right below, and then these lows as well. So it just looked like a really obvious trade. Again, it was only an eval trade. I'm not going to trade my fundeds on this because this is out of my time zone and out of my time range, and kind of betting against the news because Powell could have said anything during this time. He was still speaking. Ended up working in my favor. So now we have 4 out of 5 accounts on Lucid funded allocation, which is really good because if we get a payout, it's going to be 8K. It's not going to be 4K. Now, that's basically it for all the recaps. What is next? Well, the live account, again, literally only break evens. Therefore, I just couldn't, there's no changes in the account. I'm still like at around $1,900. So unfortunate for this week. We couldn't meet the goal of 3,500, but that's okay. It was a difficult trading week. It wasn't the best one. We can do better next week. All right. I'm posting everything on TikTok. I started a new account, same username and everything, but I kind of want to just focus on purely trading content that are just random content, and I want to funnel into that only. I haven't made a backtesting video yet, and I'm sorry, I've been all over the place. Not the best week for me, and I just stick with me, and I hope you guys enjoy this trade recap. So I'll be making more of these trade recaps, and I'll be making them on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I'll make them consistently so you guys can see them and learn from them. And at the same time, always, join Discord down below if you want to learn from me for free, or add me on Discord. I'm happy to teach you everything I know. And yeah, Let's hope this next week is good so we can end the month with a nice little payout. If we can't, that's perfectly fine. Not the end of the world. That's it for the video. I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll make the backtesting video and then another video this weekend. You guys will see that coming out soon. Peace out.